Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your national television, ORTM1. This is the time of your English program of every Saturday and Sunday. Same time, same channel, ORTM1. First, top news. A major road project in progress. The two roads leading to Kati from Bamako will be completely redone and widened with amenities. Construction work was launched this Thursday by the President of the Transition, Colonel Assimi Goïta. Withdrawal of Mali, Burkina Faso and Niger from ECOWAS. No worries, the government assures us. Steps are being taken to deal with the situation. Extraordinary Council under the chairmanship of the President of the Transition, Colonel Assimi Goïta, was led this Monday afternoon, the day after the withdrawal decision. The 2024 judicial year opened this Monday, January 29th, until April 10. 162 cases involving 225 accused listed on the docket. They concern moral crimes, murder, theft, drug trafficking, and terrorism, and it is the core of appeal of Bamako, which houses the work. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ORTM News. The President of the Transition, Colonel Assimi Goïta, launched construction work this Thursday on the two roads leading to Kati from Bamako. This road infrastructure is of capital importance and plays a role in opening up the area, a project which will cost around 100 billion CFA francs to the Malian state. The road infrastructure of around 30 kilometers will be completely redone and expanded with amenities. The execution time is 36 months. Angel Dambele for the commentary in English.
Large-scale Kuluba-Kati-Bamako road project is finally launched by the head of state, Colonel Assimi Goïta. It concerns asphaltic work between Kati and Bamako. It is part of a project of approximately 30 kilometers. This included the passing from Kuluba Mizom to Kati over 11.4 kilometers, which will be divided into two lanes and with sidewalk, and also bus stops to facilitate the transfer of emergency cases. Another side is planned and concerns the access ramp to the university and Point G hospital, which will be developed over 1.780 kilometers with sidewalks also to facilitate users' access. This project, financed at more than 95 billion on own funds, is part of the implementation of the National Policy of Transportation launched by Mrs. Dambele Madina Sissoko, Minister of Transportation. It aims to improve road infrastructure in Mali. The execution rate estimated at more than 58% for a duration of 87%. The launching ceremony was led this week by Transition President Colonel Assimi Goïta at Sundiata Camp from Kati. These road projects consist of improving the comfort and safety of users and reducing vehicle operating costs and finally preventing traffic accidents. These major projects testified government's commitment to modernizing the country's infrastructure to boost economics for a better future.
The President of the Transition, Colonel Assimi Goïta, received the Turkish Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs in charge of relations with Africa and the Middle East. The discussions focused on the conclusion of the meeting of ministers held here in Bamako on the large joint Mali-Turkey Cooperation Commission and the latest development in the Sahel region. Let's listen to the Turkish Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs at the mark of Sumela Berté and Gassou Diarra for the translation.
We talked about successful security that Mali knew. At the same time, we spoke about current development in the regions. After that, we have got some information from His Excellency Assimi Goïta about Alliance of Sahel States, which has been created by Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali. Again, I have informed His Excellency Assimi Goïta about agreements between our countries and also the topics which were discussed during the meeting with the ministers yesterday. Firstly, we have signed many agreements. We need to promote sector private. One of these agreements is about the prevention of the two taxations. Also, the second agreement is about the protection of the investments that has signed by the two countries. The process of ratification goes on. We have to develop a model in order to make sure that Malian resources can be used for the development of Mali. In fact, an important topic will be discussed between the ministers who are interested. Inshallah, we are going to make clear everything as soon as possible. Before Economic Commission meets His Excellency Assimi Goïta and all his ministers thanked this cooperation between the two countries. When I get back to my country, I will tell His Excellency Erdogan about the acknowledgements.
No work is on the government side regarding the withdrawal of Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali from ECOWAS. Steps are being taken to deal with the situation. All measures will be taken to strengthen the national economy, project businesses, and ensure the free movement of people and their goods. Assurance given precisely by the government under the leadership of the President of the Transition, Colonel Assimi Goïta. Explanation with Ibrahim Traoré and Angel Dambele for the translation.
On Monday at Kuluba Presidential Palace, a great meeting was held to address the withdrawal of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger from ECOWAS. The members of the government, transition president and prime minister all arrived in the room relaxed. Discussion topic dwelt on the measures taken by Bamako following the withdrawal of Alliance of Sahel States from ECOWAS. The head of Malian diplomacy firstly talked about the aim of this decision. The Malian Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation added that ECOWAS no longer embodied the Pan-African idea and countries' withdrawal only aims to defend the interests of the people by putting an end to misconduct in ECOWAS duties. As for economics and finance issues, there is also no trouble, said the Minister of the Economics and Finance. He relied on figures and declared that the Alliance of Sahel States space represents around 70 million inhabitants and it's full of potential in various economic sectors. Minister Sanu said that the Alliance of Sahel States included an important market that waits on the region. It will now be a matter of working to protect and support businesses and economics operators in the three countries in competition fields, and Malian authorities will do their job, he said. An interministerial commission has already been established. It carried out the measures taken to address, in particular, the security and socio-economic development of our country.
The 2024 judicial year opened this Monday, January 29th, and will continue until April 10. 162 cases involving 225 accused listed on the docket. They concern moral crimes, murder, theft, drug trafficking, and terrorism. And it is the Court of Appeal of Bamako which houses the work. Report by Selmata Dao and Ramata Ali Gisse for more details.
The President of the Supreme Court and the Minister of Justice and Human Rights, keeper of the seals. The ceremony took place in the presence of several officials from the Judicial and Security Service and above all many magistrates serving in the jurisdictions of Bamako. This ceremony, the first of its kind in our country, is part of the application of the provisions of the law governing judicial organization in our country. In the public prosecutor's requisition, the acting attorney general recalled that this ceremony of installation of the heads of public prosecutors' offices finds its legal basis in several texts. He recalled that this event is to the credit of the Minister of Justice and Human Rights, keeper of the seals, and is in line with the range of multiple initiatives taken by the head of the department to enable its help to Malian justice to play its part in a context of multiple challenges facing the Malian people. The acting attorney general added that the appointment of the two judicial officials was not a coincidence given their rich professional experience. They invite us to give our best to demonstrate integrity and strict the president of the Supreme Court. Note that the two senior magistrates expressed their gratitude to the highest authorities, notably the president of the transition, the Colonel Hassimi Goïta, the Minister of Justice, for the choice made on their modest personalities. They were also reassured to be up to the challenges in carrying out their missions.
Making the withdrawal of the IAS from ECOWAS an opportunity is the ambition displayed by the economic operator of our country. The various interventions during this meeting with the Prime Minister sufficiently prove the support of the private sector for the transition authorities. Mamari Kone and Gausu Jara for more details.
The sector private together greets Malian government to leave Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS. This strong mobilization is about the meeting and exchange with Prime Minister, Head of Government, President of the Chamber of Trade and Industry is very excited about the decision that has been taken by the government. President Manju Sempara spoke. We are going to make some reflection in order to work with Customs Office and Trade Office. I ask all businessmen, owners of industry and sector private to work hard hand in hand so as to make this situation better for our country. President of the private sector, Sir Boli, spoke. Sir Boli thanks the Malian army forces for their success in the battlefield, and also he expresses his feelings about the decision that has been taken by Malian government to leave Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS. For Sir Boli, the sector private is the major actor of Malian economic. He appreciates a lot this political decision and agreed that our decision makers analyze very well the advantage and the disadvantage about the economic situation of our country. According to the Minister of Trade and Industry, this historic decision will strengthen the sovereignty of our country. The Minister of Trade and Industry spoke. After territorial security and diplomatic sovereignty together with the businessmen and the government, we are going to finalize and achieve this important decision. Also, we have to come through this decision.
Prime Minister Dr. Shokal Kokala Maiga was facing the economic operators of our country to explain the merit of our country's withdrawal from ECOWAS. The opportunity was also taken by Shokal Kokala Maiga to put forward the reason which led to the denunciation of the peace agreement resulting from the Algiers process. The essence of the Prime Minister's intervention with Alfsen Touré and Angel Damile for the translation.
On January 28, Sahel States Alliance announced their withdrawal from ECOWAS. Following this decision, the head of state led a meeting to share with all members of the government the many reasons behind of these decisions taken by the head of Sahel states. Also, a monitoring committee was established in order to manage the negative and positive aspects of this withdrawal. The head of government asked economic operators to be confident as they were at the time of the ECOWAS embargo. Other issue addressed by the Prime Minister was the bringing of peace agreements, which never going on. The Prime Minister also denounced the troubled role of the Algerian regime, whereas Mali did a lot in Algerian country's war of independence. The Prime Minister concluded that Mali is facing its destiny.
2 billion CFA francs to strengthen the resilience and social cohesion of vulnerable communities, internally displaced people, and host population in the region of Timbuktu and Taudeni over a period of 40 years. This is the objective of a new project which has just been launched in Timbuktu. Najim Baba Sise tells us about it in the voice of Gausu Diarra.
To improve food security and nutrition, to give the opportunity to people to have access to water and revenue stability and the promotion to the social cohesion are the purpose of these new projects. Weltunger-Hilf, in partnership with Malian Association for Survival in Sahel. This project has been funded by German cooperation more than 2 billion CFA. This project will help displaced people from Timbuktu and Taudeni. This project will improve food security and nutrition. It is an opportunity to develop food production for the people of Timbuktu, to provide drinkable water to people, revenue stability, and the promotion to the social cohesion. Communal and regional authorities recognized the importance of these projects, which will not only reduce climate change, but also to stop moving out. According to the statistics, 70,000 people lived in the insecurity foods in this region. We wish this project had made through the real development of the region. This is a project of great importance which will help 500 families, and also it will provide them fertilizers and agricultural equipments.
A press conference on medical cooperation between the United States and Mali was held in Bamako this week. A high-level American delegation from the CDC will address several points of discussion, including the CDC's partnership with Mali. Benako Fofana and Angel Dambele for the report.
Objectives here in Mali are to accomplish three things. Number one, to understand the benefits of CDC's partnership with Mali even more. The answer is yes. We've had extensive discussions with the Ministry of Health about how that CDC can support greater development of the technical capacity in Mali. I'll give you two examples that we are discussing. The first example is around laboratory research. Having a good, effective laboratory system is the key to any public health. In many instances, countries have the equipment, but the training is what's needed to maximize the opportunity. We've had discussions with our colleagues here in the ministry about ways that the CDC can support additional technical exchange so that scientists and laboratory technologists in Mali can benefit from the latest techniques. Having strong epidemiologists is essential to being able to detect and respond anytime a new disease arises. And in fact, right now, in the same room we were just in, our teams are discussing ways that CDC can support further training of epidemiologists in Mali. So for the three diseases you mentioned, dengue, malaria, chikungunya, Zika, we are supporting the government of Mali in a few different ways that they need so that they can run the test that is needed to diagnose which of the three diseases you have.
Monday English Club has organized a festival to launch their activities. These young, committed for the promotion of English language, have been supported by their godmother, godfather, the authorities and relatives. The festival was great, said our reporter Angel Dambele.
Created 1 year ago, Mande English Club has organized a festival for a first time. This marked the launching of club's different activities.
Mande English Club is one of the English club, so we do many things, okay? We do many things in our community. So we do our best for the development of this community, inshallah. And together we are going to plan many things together in these mandates. So this launching ceremony, so I can say that it permits us to be known through the words. So our many activities are warm-up, debates, discussion, interpretation, vocabulary, game, so on.
The godfather as well as the godmother's speeches focused on the importance of English language and patriotism. By the way, they shared some of their experiences with the audience. They didn't also miss to underline the commitment of many English clubs members in the promotion of English language.
I would like to thank all of them because there are many English teachers in Mali, but among them, they have chosen me. So I'm very happy for them, and I would like to thank all of them. May God the Almighty help us. May God bless us, and may God bless Mande English Club. And I'm here for them. I'm ready. I will be able to help them. Whenever they need me, they can call me, so I'm going to help them. And I rely on them too, and I advise them to fasten their belts. I think that if they accept to work hard, they will be able to do something better. And I think that they will be someone one day, and they will have the bright future, inshallah.
First of all, it was an honor for me to attend the launching ceremony of Mande English Club, as they chose me to be the godmother. I really learned that this club is doing a lot of things for the community of Mande because they are organizing a lot of things linked to leadership, linked to, for example, how to make soap, how to be good leaders, and also they are training students or learners how to speak English. You know, English clubs are really a good place for learners to learn English because they are learning English without pressure. And I really encourage them to continue in this way.
Many personalities partook in Mande English Club's festival, among them Colonel Fode Modi Keita, a surgeon in charge of injured armies. The club itself gathered 45 people, whose 15 in executive boards.
After analysis, transitional authorities decided to break the peace agreement resulting from the Algiers process. This decision was appreciated by the citizens who share their opinion with Angel Dambele. Follow.
The authorities of the transition decided to put an end to the Algiers agreement here in Mali. What do you think about it?
So really, I think the decision of our authority is a good thing for our country. So if we have some things which is not good for our country, so it's necessary to put a hand for this agreement. In this case, I really thank our authority for this wonderful decision.
I'm Keita Musa. I'm from Mande. I live in Kanajigila. About the agreement of Mali and Algeria, really I disagree because in this agreement, Mali fund anything. It is against Malian development. That means really we cannot be for. I'm so against, and I want the government to stop it from now. And it can be for ever.
So what is your position about the Algiers agreements bringing here in Mali by our authorities of the transition?
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to express my view about this agreement. As you know, a sovereign country, an independent country needs to be respected. With Algeria, some declarations have been done before that agreement, but despite that, they keep on. I mean, the authorities, the Algerian authorities, they keep on doing things that are really harshness. So really, I do appreciate and I do support our authorities, our transition authorities, and we must not only not only me, but everybody. I call everybody to support these transitional authorities because this is what we call independence. We cannot be independent and rely on the others in terms of diplomacy, in terms of security. We must support these authorities, not for them, but for ourselves too.
That's all for today. We'll be together next Saturday, Sunday, same time, same channel, ORTM1. May God bless Mali. Goodbye.